today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's the NFC Wildcard round on EA Sports. Detroit Lions versus Phillip Rivers and the New York Giants.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, look, some might say that football's a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot, of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the Young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Brady now on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Geno Atkins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming.
At the 21-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Brady. They go with a screen to Gore. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So here are the Giants under head coach Joe Judge. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
And what an important January in the start of this run for him, because that phrase, a sense of urgency, he feels it. At this stage in his career, he's done everything an individual can do. The one thing that's eluded him, a Super Bowl title, and he wants that desperately for himself and his team.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers, and his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
now Rivers. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off right around the 43, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are, and let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the #1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams they're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
He dumps this off underneath to Gore. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down. So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Gets this one to Hill. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 7-yard.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 8.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack. Rivers, that one caught by Tyreek Hill. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 3rd down, Rivers. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Josh Gordon.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. A first carry now. This is Hill. And now running right through it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Lions 7, Giants 0.
On 2nd down, it's Hill, and he'll get it out near the 30 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Don't do us like that.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
first and 10. Here's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Brady, 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Marlon Davidson on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This one brought in by Jefferson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage,
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Ben Braunecker there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
you got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The New York set to take the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now a throw to the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 20.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Giants first down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain on the play. First down.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll throw again, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes...
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Brady again. Complete. Jefferson the target. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Brady to throw again. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the 4th and final game here on this Wildcard weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC Wildcard game. And it's the Carolina Panthers who are moving on as they were able to knock out the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Callaway on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their
New York ready to go again offensively. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make... And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Draw play, Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets That's a -4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brady. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 20-yard line. On 1st down, Brady. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Giants, nothing.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Again, it's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
He'll try to throw here. Rivers.
39-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Daquan Jones drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for New York. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their fan base at this point has to be thinking, is this finally the year we once again taste success in the playoffs? They're not there yet, but it's looking promising here in this 4th quarter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Working out of the gun, Rivers.
A quick slant to Hill.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, Rivers. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers drops it underneath to Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And
Rivers again.
first down.
Able to get this to Gordon. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Rivers on the money, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Ezekiel Elliott. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Lions 30.
To the air again here, Rivers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tyson breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try and choose some clock with Gore. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however,
that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
That almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
From the gun.
Rivers, catch made by Slayton.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
12 yards there and a first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott.
Rivers pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Throwing again on second down. Rivers, he's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Rivers pass. Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's final.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.